Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Hoyoshills and ruining careers are a match made in heaven. It's like red wine and meat, white wine and fish. It's something that just happens to occur on a pretty regular basis. And that's because, I'm just going to be honest here, a theory that I've had is that to be a super dedicated Hoyoshill, to be a super dedicated content creator for a game like Genshin Impact and to defend it endlessly, you kind of have to be in like the bottom tier of intelligence when it comes to general humankind. And when you're in that bottom tier of intelligence and you're just simply not that smart, you end up doing a lot of really dumb things. And the dumb thing done by a dumb person today that I want to focus on is Flip. As you're all pretty aware, Flip is a Hoyoshill Genshin content creator who very recently decided to upload a 1-hour hit piece on both Glaive Kyo and I, going over all of the different ways that we're lying, that we're killing the gacha community. A big point across this 1-hour video filled with complete nonsense is the idea that we are perpetuating gacha tribalism, which is one of the worst things that a person can do to hurt and injure the space, and all it does is cause issues and problems. When in reality, comparing between games is one of the best ways to ensure that games can get better. Otherwise, where would all of the quality of life in Genshin come from? Cool tip, it wouldn't actually come from anywhere because there would be no competition and no comparisons to actually draw it to point out where the systems aren't necessarily very good at all. And so Flip made this entire video. It's a complete hit piece. It's filled with misinformation. It's filled with nonsense. We've gone ahead and we've actually broken down every single bit of misinformation across the video, and we uploaded our own 2-hour and 30-minute compilation of it. We farmed the fuck out of this dude. And the reality of the situation is that he's giving me even more opportunities to keep farming him further. Because this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things that we brought up across our video, across our critique of his video, was the fact that, well, Flip, aren't you somebody that's doing all of the exact same things that you're accusing and indicting and talking about the negativity of when it comes to Glaive, Kyo, and I? And this is a response that Flip actually had regarding the entire situation. He brought up how him making fun of Wuthering Waves on the Go podcast was a joke, and that he has made a staggering 0 videos on Wuthering Waves because it was an obvious joke. And so you must be wondering, oh, okay, what was the joke? What was the whole situation? And don't worry, I've got that too.
What else have you been up to?
I mean, I'm building my PC. My PC's almost built, so then I'll be able to play Wuwa so I can make fun of it.
And so that was his joke.
Why do you play a game? Why are you going to go into the game with the attitude of, I'm going to make fun of it? Why not go in with like a better attitude? That's a bad attitude you have.
Because the Wuwa community is annoying.
Did they bullied you?
You want to find out why the Wuwa community is annoying? And they bullied him? This was 7 months ago on Flip's community channel. Let's read it a little bit here. Just found out that a bunch of deranged Wuthering Waves players were salty about my video on the game a few months ago. And to fight back are now trying to accuse me and pin me of being a PDF, as well as saying deranged things under my name. So this is a confirmation from Flip himself on his public YouTube community. I just took a screenshot of it in case he deleted it, that he made a video on Wuthering Waves and that he's getting attacked by the Wuwa community because of it. But in a recent response on June 17th, as a response to this clip that we just saw, right, from that Go podcast, Flip himself says, I have made a staggering 0 videos on Wuwa, and it's an obvious joke. However, he also just said the Wuwa community was making fun of him. So let's dig a little bit deeper. And that's exactly what a viewer did. They went ahead and they used something called the Wayback Machine to figure out if somebody is actually lying. And it turns out that Flip actually did make a video on Wuthering Waves. And it's literally called Why Wuthering Waves Will Never Surpass Genshin. It already failed. Huh. So, clearly, what happened was, Flip made a video stoking the flames of gacha tribalism, talking shit about Wuthering Waves, talking about why the game was trash, dog shit, wasn't going to be a success, why it was worse than Genshin Impact. And he did the exact same things that he in this 1 hour video talks about is so negative about the community. He talks about how awful Glaive, Kyo, and I are for comparing Genshin Impact to Wuthering Waves and talking about where Genshin Impact falls short in so many places. And yet he did the exact same thing several months ago, got negative responses because this video was dog shit, and then proceeded to delete it and then pretend he never made it. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. It's impressive to be this stupid. It's impressive to be this stupid and believe that a video that got 14k views, 14,000 individual views, was just going to evaporate into thin air because you press the private or you press the delete button. That is how dumb Flip is. He is legitimately, and I said it multiple times in my react to his video, I called him a low IQ individual because of the points that he was making and the fact that his points made no sense when he was attempting to make a hit piece on me. And it turns out I was completely right. Like I typically am when it comes to these things. He is incredibly stupid to believe that simply deleting his video would mean that everybody would just forget about it. Bro thought the fucking Ermonsol, the fucking knowledge tree from Sumeru, was the real world. He thought YouTube was the fucking Ermonsol tree, bro. That's how dumb this guy actually is. Let's just keep going, because it doesn't actually end here. Flip is also doing some other stuff. On top of lying about his history with Wuthering Waves, on top of lying about me and Glaive Kyo in his 1 hour video, you want to know what else he's doing, ladies and gentlemen? He's also lying about this. He made a public statement during my react. He decided to say, Sate proceeds to call me a PDF like twice on his stream with constant ad hominems and strawmans. Yeah, I'm good. It's not worth responding to. And so this is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I called Flip a nonce multiple times after he explicitly spliced footage of my account with a C6 Al-Haytham to drive the point that I didn't play the game, that I was a fake Genshin player, that I was a complete liar. And he took footage from a video where I show a C6 Al-Haytham. He doesn't show it and then says things like, clearly all he does is hates the game. He never liked the game. There's just something wrong with him, right? He's just hating for no reason, which is obviously clearly a lie, knowing that. And this is the thing, right? He decided to go with the idea that, oh, the word nonce means sex offender in Britain, but according to the same sources, it also means a stupid or worthless person. And when I'm going ahead and I'm calling Flip dumb and idiotic and unintelligent for the past 20 minutes, and then I call him a nonce afterwards, which one do you think I'm referring to? The above, when nothing in the line of questioning has ever even indicated that, or the below, which is what I was implying and reasoning and saying multiple times. And you want to know the best part about all of this? This post from Flip is still up, but he has already recognized what my true intentions and what the true meaning of what I said was. And the best part about all of it is that Glaive, after extending an olive branch, really it was just to get more glue, after Glaive went on a call with him, he admitted it live. He admitted that he knew the real intention of why I called him a nonce, but he's still keeping the post up. Here's the glue, ladies and gentlemen.
So I was there for like the entire Saint 3-hour reaction too. It was hilarious.
He was there for the entire 3-hour reaction. That means he also saw the part in my reaction, ladies and gentlemen. That means he also saw the part where I explicitly went over this. Oh, sorry. Here we go. We'll use this definition. UK slang, a stupid or worthless person. That's the one that we'll go with. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm not pretty sure. I'm 100% sure that's the framing of how I used it. And I think it's pretty clear, right? By the fact that I called him a fucking idiot about 300 times prior to it. And if you're saying that I meant the other one, well, let's be honest here. You're a fucking nonce.
An actual.
So, he has admitted he's seen the entire live stream. And that means he saw that part as well. And so right now, Flip is lying again. Intentionally spreading even more misinformation to farm a community of low IQ individuals to try to frame me as somebody that's just going to openly call people that critique me or that I disagree with PDFs. When 1,000,000%, that's not what even happened. So let's hear more about what Flip's thoughts are from my live stream. Don't worry, there's more glue.
Can I ask something?
And this is where Glaive gets on into it. W fucking Glaive.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so you said Saint called you a PDF. Is it because he called you a nonce?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
the word, at least.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Right?
I watched I saw his explanation afterwards, where he said it like meant stupid in America or something.
He saw my explanation afterwards, but then proceeds to still make his post and keep it up.
Like here, at least, that's like.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
one of the worst things you can call someone. It literally means like a convicted pedophile.
yeah. I think I learned that from. I learned that from Captain Cabinets because she's.
And we have people from the UK saying they casually call each other that when somebody's being a fucking idiot as well. Yep. People in the UK call each other that when they're being stupid. Yeah, it doesn't always mean a convicted sex offender. It also is just used when someone's being a fucking idiot. But of course, right? Why would Flip portray the situation genuinely when he's on the record? When he is on the record, ladies and gentlemen, lying for an hour. Of course he wouldn't. Right? Of course he's gonna frame the actions of people that are on the other side of the gacha tribalism line, the Wuthering Waves players. Of course he's gonna try to frame them in the most negative light possible.
From, because she's inside a whale or something. She's from Whale or something. Whatever that place is.
It's like the worst version of Britain.
Really?
All right, so clearly they're just shooting some of this shit right now. I guess Flip just called everybody from Wales subhuman. Okay, so now Flip is racist against people from Wales. Oh, I can do the same thing, Flip. It's really easy. He just basically called people from Wales, the Welsh, subhuman compared to the British. Hey guys, Flip is a racist. Do you see how easy that was? So you could just intentionally extrapolate way too much from what somebody is saying, put in your own definitions for things, and just decide to say outrageous fucking statements. Like me calling this dude a PDF because I refer to him as a nonce, clearly meaning a stupid or worthless person. And I think he's even further proving how much of an absolute fucking nonce he actually is. Because this post is still up. It's still farming. And he has not decided to take it down, even after getting exposed as a complete hypocrite and liar. And you want to know the best part about this post? Flip has made multiple responses to the entire thing. Flip has made multiple responses to him getting exposed in fucking 4K Ultra HD. The first one is actually one that he deleted. He was in damage control mode, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it said. He tagged me and Glaive. This is a deleted tweet, by the way. Glaive posted this ASAP, and so Discord actually preserved the entire wording of it. Say it in Glaive, I have the script to the video, which is completely untouched. Google Docs would say if I modified it. Why is he being so defensive? I will gladly send it over if you want it. The video was not about Wuwa's quality as a game, instead just circumstantial stuff. It already failed. We're gonna provide that explanation that just happens to clear us of absolutely all wrongdoing, but then also have this video thumbnail as why Wuthering Waves will never surpass Genshin Impact. It already failed. I see why he deleted this post. Yeah, no one's gonna believe this absolute fucking nonsense. no chance anyone was gonna believe this dude after he said shit like this. So let's go ahead. He's got another response as well. Actually, we've been talking so much at this point, I don't even know if I showed his other response. This was Flip's actual response to the matter that he kept up. You know what? I don't care. Maybe he's talking about the situation where he got represented as a hypocrite and he's lying. Maybe he's talking about the fact that he's blatantly lying and spreading misinformation about me calling him a PDF. Or maybe he's talking about his career. Or maybe the answer is actually D. All of the above. He just doesn't care about anything anymore. And if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're at the point where the Genshin community, hopefully, needs to cut ties with this absolutely, insanely unintelligent individual. Because let's be entirely honest here, guys. What's wrong with him? He spent 2 months making this video. He didn't upload content for a whole 30+ days to work on this video. And it is one of the worst videos that exists in the gacha space. And this is also the video, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to end his career. Isn't this one of the most hilarious, most comedic situations you've ever seen? Imagine spending this much time just to obliterate yourself like a complete clown. And so that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I have farmed this dude for multiple days. I will have farmed him for 2 individuals. And that's why I've decided to refer to him as the human version of a 2x Tasselfield event. Brotherman is a loot pinata that keeps respawning. It's got a regeneration aura. It just keeps providing more loot. And we'll see if the former miner decides to keep making more content. Maybe he'll decide to keep being critical of other content creators when he has the worst reasoning in gacha gaming. And if that happens again, ladies and gentlemen, well, we'll be back at it again. Because this stupid idiot didn't realize that when you take shots at a person like me, it is heavily advised that you don't miss. Because otherwise, I will be on your ass until the end of time. Probably until he leaves YouTube, if we're frankly being honest. Because imagine making a 1-hour hit piece on somebody completely filled with fucking lies. I don't think a lot of people would be very happy with that. And I think I'm fully justified in everything that I have done and everything that I will be doing. This is just another bit of extra goodness that Flip was up to. Yeah, this is the guy preaching to the choir, telling everybody that gacha tribalism is bad, by the way. Yep, here's just another example of it. What a fucking nonsense. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you all think about this absurd situation. Peace.